Welcome back to Sam's Rallycross Adventures in Dirt 4. My name is Ricky. We are currently in the middle of the World Rallycross Championship. Last week we won in Portugal, and this week we're gonna win in England. Maybe. Who knows? So, we are in England, as I mentioned. This is the third of the 4 heats. I'm not overly concerned with the heats. With coming out with a reasonably good time in the heats, because, hey, I've never done that before. That was fun, because we're currently in first place. We came in second, in the second heat, but first in the first heat, so, yeah, that's how that works. Also, it is raining in England, as you can clearly see. I am given to understand that that is a thing that happens frequently in England. Also, it's raining here as I record this at my house. I don't think it's raining because it's raining in the video game, because I'm not, like, weird like that. But you might occasionally hear thunder, because it's actually storming. But whatever. It shouldn't be as bad as it was last night, because it was really bad. Anyway, oops, sorry, my bad. You don't want to hear all about that. Wow, this guy is quite literally not letting me pass him. He was literally just like, no, he was staring me down, or staring Stam down, rather. Sorry. So, England's track is fairly straightforward. The Joker's a little tricky, but everything else is pretty easy. They say the Joker delta is 3 seconds, and it doesn't seem like it's 3 seconds longer, but it actually is. And also, for whatever reason, I cannot crack the 40 seconds. I cannot get under 40 seconds for a lap time. I don't know what it is. I don't know where I could get that extra, like, not even a tenth of a second, and I could be under 40 seconds for a lap time. I only say that because all the fastest lap times have been 39 seconds. 39 point something, but for the first two. Oh my goodness, I did it! Or Sam did it, rather, I guess. 39.478 seconds. That's pretty good. So the last time we raced in England, that turn right there gave me trouble because we had to turn again real quick. That's not a problem this time. I actually contend that the longer version of this circuit is actually the easiest version of this circuit because of all the long straight paths that make it so much easier to do. Like, the Clubman version, which is the slightly shorter version, it's just like Turn City. So that was a win in third place. See, look, I'm still in first place overall. By a decent margin, I might add. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna hit the brakes slightly. In the second heat, some jerk decided he wanted to. That was a loud bit of thunder. I don't know if it came through on the microphone, because the last time I recorded when it was storming, you could kind of hear it, but not really. It really was. I was editing, and it was like, oh, that's what that sounds like. Anyway, there was some jerk who decided to take his Joker first too, but also decided that he wanted to be right in front of Sam. And Sam managed to pass him, but then also spun out into the wall a little bit. Whatever. Still came in second overall in that race. Oh, and we already had a steward's inquiry about corner cutting, just in case you were wondering. Wow. So that took way too long. "48 seconds for that first lap." Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Anyway, so so last week I talked a little bit about Sam's mental state going into this final. Part of the reason I was talking about it, and I didn't get around to actually talking about this, was that right before this event, oh my goodness, I just cracked the 40, yeah, 39 seconds again. That was even faster. Wow, it's like the more I do this track, the better I get at it. Or, you know, Sam gets at it, because that's what's happening. Anyway, so the reason I was talking about it last week was because Sam and all the other racers, they have to do press conferences, they have to speak to the members of the press, they have to, like, actually deal with that kind of stuff. And Sam was giving a press conference, and one of the reporters, who, I don't know, maybe had it out for Sam, I'm not really sure. But it seemed like he did. Did he get really quiet? Or was it just me? Came along and was asking Sam continually asking Sam questions about, you know, his mental state, how's he feeling, you know, the last time you were under a lot of pressure, it got to you, so how are you handling the pressure this time, and all that kind of nonsense. You know, Sam, to his credit, handled it mostly well. 2:47 is my fastest time. And I still came in third, probably because of rubber banding. Oh, and look at that. Still can't even get the fastest times. Jeez. I mean, whatever. We qualified for the semifinals. We're in first place. But, like, come on. All right. So, semifinals. Here we go. Here we go. So, I'm not going to try and make my way across this oh, yeah, we're gonna do the Joker in the second lap. That's what I was trying to get out, but I'd already passed the Joker area anyway, so you could have seen that. So I guess we'll see how long the starting delta bit actually affects things, you know, the actual starting of the race, because my Joker time, you know, when I'm doing the first lap, it's like 7 or 8 seconds faster, or even 10 seconds faster than the next couple laps, so...
Once the rest have done their Joker, I reckon
oops! Shoot, I meant to do my Joker that time. Okay, don't forget to do your Joker this next lap. No one else has done their Joker yet, so we'll be okay. Yeah, this will finally be the thing where we, yeah. Where we lose because we didn't do our Joker in the first lap. Anyway, so Sam was doing just fine in this press conference with this guy. He had been ignoring most of the questions, just saying things like, my family grounds me, they give me all the support I need, my kids, I'm racing for my kids, I want them to have a good role model, a good role model, and I can't, you know, I can't lose my cool. I can't freak out. I have to race with a good head. All that kind of stuff. You know, all that kind of nonsense that athletes feed reporters when they don't actually want to answer the question. Even if some of that was true, it still was a little bit... He was just, you know, trying to get this guy off his case, really. Okay, I can hear some cars behind me I don't like. But then the guy asked him about one thing. He said, you know, you've gotten a couple scrapes over the past couple of races. What's that about? You know, the last time you were in these scrapes, last time you were racing, rather, and you got into a scrape, you know, it freaked you out, and, you know, it ended your career, at least for a little while. I mean, obviously you're back in it, but that was loud. I don't know if that one came through. There's a big old thunderclap that, so I swear I haven't adjusted the difficulty. I am still on the admittedly second easiest difficulty, but it feels like I've adjusted the difficulty, but I actually did check it after the first two heats because I was feeling like it was a little easy. Anyway, so the reporter asked him this question, and Sam responded with a very simple, well, I try not to think about it too much because I can't let it get to me. I can't control anyone else. I can only control my car. If I happen to hit somebody, I have to let it go in the same way that they have to let it go if I hit them. And at the same time, if they hit me, I have to let it go. And they have to let it go. We cannot be in this war. We have to be all of this stuff. And that sounds all good and nice, right? But the guy kept pressing and pressing. And finally, Sam just said, I don't know. I guess if just these idiot reporters, he didn't say idiot, reporters, well, I'll finish it in a second.
Get ready, go.
That's cool. We have to restart anyway.
We've had the ready to race green light. So your opponent just did a jump start, so they will have to take 2 jokers.
I know. I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to make a thumbnail for the YouTube video.
Ready.
Which is why I missed the start of the race. But also, when he took off, I freaked out a little bit. And that's why we didn't go at all. Ow, monster. Okay, you had to have heard that. That was just boom. Alright. Baccaroon, whatever his name is. Anyway, so Sam, he answers this reporter's question by basically insulting him. He says, Sam said, so yeah, you know, I mean, as long as idiot reporters, again, he didn't say idiot, would just shut up and, you know, maybe actually report stuff instead of just trying to gotcha me. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think that was an awful answer. He probably shouldn't have called him, you know, names and insulted his intelligence, even if it did feel like he was an idiot. Yeah. Also, ow, oh, get off, get back.
Slowing down your pace. Take the joker, and we may get some clear track.
Oh, I didn't take the joker. I was actually just saying, didn't I already take the joker? No, I didn't take the joker. I'm not losing to this guy. He's a jerk. I almost wanted to say something else, but I'm going to keep this channel slightly clean. At least these videos. Oh, and I'm definitely not losing to Loeb, that's for sure. Get back here. Yeah, my bumper's hanging off. Yeah, what do you got to say about that? Sam doesn't care. Look, it just left. So who cares? Now it's in the road. What are you going to do about it? I'm not saying it's not complete. I'm not saying... I'm going to restart this thought. I'm not saying that it's disconcerting that it's also raining outside while it's raining. And why does everyone keep taking that turn so wide? Should I be taking that turn wider?
Right, you're fighting for second position at the moment.
Oh, am I? Stupid, annoying spotter guy. I can see the second place guy. I can also see the first place guy. And he will also not beat me. Yeah, so we're just going to concentrate on the race for a little bit. Yeah. I mean, after Sam said that, like, the rest of the reporters shut up and he ended the press conference and walked off. You know, it was probably not the worst press conference in the world, but it was certainly his worst press conference. I mean, not since he was a kid. He had a couple bad press conferences as a kid, but not because people were asking him dumb questions, but because he was an arrogant little brat. He was 18. Can't really blame him. I mean, you can. He was an arrogant brat. You can blame him for that. But being an arrogant 33-year-old brat is a lot different than being an 18-year-old brat. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Sam's team, Hank and Finn, were trying to, you know, calm him down a little bit. Because here's the thing. He was angry after that. And they knew racing angry. And so he calmed down and he was able to win. And now he's fine. And that reporter did not come to this press conference because I guess he didn't want to be called names again. So, he works for some stupid, like, web outlet that somehow managed to get press credentials to these things, but like isn't a legitimate news outlet. It's not like he worked for ESPN, you know what I mean? Although ESPN doesn't report on rally, so wouldn't be ESPN, but you know what I mean. So, anyway, looks like we're cruising to a win, he says, jinxing it. I mean, definitely not jinx it. No, and yes! First place. 25 points. So that was England. We did win. That felt like a little bit more of a definitive win than Portugal, which felt less definitive. Next week is Norway. It does appear it will be raining then too. Hopefully it won't also be raining outside. This has been Sam's Rallycross Adventures in Dirt 4. Thank you for watching and come back soon for more Dirt 4.